24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to your Saturday, January 25th edition of Good Morning Vail. I cannot believe we are 25 days through January. It feels like all of the greats of December just took place. We've got a great show in store for you. Not only are we going to introduce you to recruiter guy Bill Humbert, but we're also going to introduce you to Chris Romer, who's with the Vail Valley Partnership, which is a great resource here in the community. We're also going to step into the kitchen with Kim and make some delicious flatbread pizza. It's all taking place here on Good Morning Vail, which starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail. Escape the cold and embrace the après-ski vibes at the Grand Hyatt Spa, where you'll find tranquility rooted in traditional alpine wellness.
Lens of the Day is brought to you by Eyepieces of Vail and Goggle Bar.
I love that jingle because I love getting to talk about ski stuff first thing in the morning to inspire you to get out there and have a great day on the mountain. Well, this morning we're going to talk about the Oakley Line Miner. Now, this is a great goggle because Oakley has a very unique prism system within their lenses, and what this does is allows one goggle to cover a broad spectrum of light. Now, as we take a look at this goggle, you can see that it's going to have that rose-based tint starting in that goggle lens. Then you're going to see those other colors come through. This is the Prism Argon Iridium, and so it's going to have that pink tint to start, which is going to help you see as that light gets a little bit flat, but then you can see those greens, those blues coming through, and that's going to allow you to see while the light is nice and sunny out there. So this is a great goggle. If you're someone who doesn't like to change your goggle lenses, just have one across the board that's going to kind of work in all conditions. It's going to be a little bit dark on those very cloudy, snowy days. This is also an OTG goggle. You can see that cutout right there, allowing your glasses arms to fit into this goggle. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like to ski or snowboard with your glasses, well, then we recommend you go over to see our friends at Eyepieces of Vail, as they've got some great inserts that you can put inside the goggle, and that way you can always see, so you can always ski or ride. Now, we want to thank Eyepieces of Vail for bringing you this Lens of the Day report. If you're making your way out there to enjoy the mountain, make sure that you can see perfectly, that way you can ski perfectly, and to do so, go see our friends at Eyepieces. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz. where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Good morning, Vail.
A great resource here in the community, especially for new businesses or businesses who are looking to grow, is the Vail Valley Partnership. And we're always so lucky when Chris Romer comes in, gives us all sorts of information to help with our businesses here in the community.
Welcome back to your Tuesday morning edition of TV8's Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, Liz, and I have one of my favorite people here in the community with us, Chris Romer from Vail Valley Partnership. What is going on today?
Yeah, good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here on TV8 and to talk a little bit about things happening in the community and happening at the Vail Valley Partnership. So it's my pleasure to be here.
Warm today.
You know,
should feel the sweater.
It's so soft because it's you need to layer up on a day when it's negative 10 degrees and there's an Arctic blast going throughout the country. So
you didn't skateboard here this morning?
I did not skateboard here this morning. I got in my car and then ran inside as fast as I could to where there's actually some heat and some comfort. But it is cold out, so I am bundled up.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone out there skiing and riding today bundles up as well. It's cold.
Do they wear like a trough to catch all the snotsicles? I just wonder.
I think people need to wear full face masks and just be safe and go in and get lots of coffee and hot chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, well, listen, you guys have some great programs coming up. You always have ongoing things for the partnership, but you have some interesting things coming up. What's the most important thing that you would like to let everybody know about?
Oh, man, the most important thing, I'll frame that into a bigger bucket.
Okay.
The most important thing in the community is how we help our workforce, how we help our people,
yes,
how we help the citizens of Eagle County and the residents of Eagle County to grow their careers and upskill and reskill and find the tools to continue to advance their chosen career pathway, or to find new career pathways if they're a seasonal worker looking for a change, or a student looking to graduate high school and enter the workforce. And we have a lot of that type of professional development programming, that leadership programming. So a few of those that are starting soon. Community Leadership Academy.
Nice.
And Community Leadership Academy we've been doing for years and years. And that's a values-based leadership program.
Nice.
Where people understand how their values reflect in leadership. And it's a cohort that meets over a number of months with a professional coach, and has the opportunity for people to expand their network, grow their connections, and learn that value-based leadership. So we're really always excited about that one, and it's very popular. A lot of folks in the community who have been through the Community Leadership Academy and really appreciate the connections and the learnings they've had from that.
Yeah, and I like that because leadership is something that trickles down and gives people the same ideals that you are implementing, and if it's done the right way, then it all goes into a positive format into other people's minds.
Yeah, and the nice thing about leadership is that it's not a job title.
Yeah.
Right? It's a skill that needs to be reinforced and developed, and something that's internal.
Okay.
Right? And so how do you help identify your internal values and how that relates to your leadership within your family, within your workplace, within your community?
I like that.
So that's a neat one that we're really excited about. And we have a few others that are maybe a little bit more skills based.
Okay.
We have Taking the Lead, which is a program for first time or more novice supervisors.
Oh, okay.
How do you deal with difficult conversations? How do you deal with people who communicate differently than you might? And teaching very traditional skills in that you need in a workplace, be it a professional service environment, retail, restaurant, anywhere where you are supervising people and working with customers. Taking the Lead is a really great skills-based program. And then building from that, we have our Management Essentials class. And the Management Essentials, again, is that next level of continuing to grow those skills and enhance those skills and have those opportunities to learn how to manage a business, how to manage people, how to work with customers, how to deal with those inherent conflicts that come in a customer service environment. So we're really excited about all those programs. We have new cohorts starting for each of those here in the next few weeks.
I love that. And you know what I like about, you just mentioned customer service, which is not just restaurants. It is the gamut of positions that we have here available to people in our community. And it's a tough job because you deal with a lot of different forms of people and walks of life and everything. But when you have a program like yours, I'm sure you're giving people the tools on how to deal, especially emotionally a little bit, on how to deal with different personalities and characters who come through our valley as guests or who live here. And I mean, there's so many different personalities, so many different income levels, and sometimes that does have a bearing on the way people behave. And unfortunately, it's just the fact. But the fact that you guys can give people the tools on how to professionally deal with everybody is really important. And you also offer so many different ideas for career opportunities. You don't only have to go into, a lot of people think, oh, I have to be a server or something to make a lot of money. There are a massive amounts of careers here in our community that people can go. And if people are always worried about how their income is going to play out in the future, if you have yourself a really incredible career, then it's just something you can build from up there.
Yeah, and we're working through a lot of that. As I mentioned at the beginning, Liz, the idea and the construct of when you ask what's most important, our people.
Yeah.
Our people, our residents are the most important.
Correct.
Because a thriving community needs thriving people.
That's right.
And for people to thrive, they need thriving businesses to be able to do that. So all of these things are interconnected.
That's right.
The people to the businesses to the community. And for us at the partnership, the programs, the tools, the professional development opportunities, the tools and resources, as you said, we're happy to be able to bring those to the community. And we have so many other opportunities for that. We are recruiting businesses right now for our youth apprenticeship program, which is a 2-year program designed to increase the talent pipeline and give high school students an opportunity to grow into career pathways and have meaningful work. We're working on a complete workforce mapping project that identifies top job sectors and what those wages are and what the skills and resources and training tools are that exist for those, be it professional services, be it public administration, be it construction and skilled trades.
Right.
There's so many different opportunities for people to have meaningful careers, and there's a knowledge gap on how to do it. So we're trying to fill some of those blanks and at the core help people make deep connections with others in the community through our Leads Group programs, and we have spots open in our Leads Group, and some of the different things that we do designed to help bring people together. The Leads Group is a group that meets monthly, dedicated to one person per industry, and they get together and they do exactly what it sounds like. They share business leads. So you have different people in different sectors. I work with this company, and they mentioned they might need marketing assistance.
That's
or I
awesome.
work with that company, and they mentioned they might be looking for an accountant. So it's really designed to be a cohort of people that have a deeper knowledge about each other's businesses and can refer and grow a grassroots network of business referrals and of connections.
See, that to me is incredible, because not only are we working together as a community of business people to help each other, but the more help we give each other, the more help we get from each other. So it's not like, oh, I don't want to give them that name, because really it turns out to be an onward and upward growth for everybody, and it always comes back around. And if everybody works together, it's just going to be a continuum of success.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's a relationship-based environment versus a transactional-based environment. And we need transactions. Businesses need transactions. But you get more transactions when you focus on the relationships.
Yes.
When you focus on the relationships with your employees, the relationships with your guests, the relationships with your community, that leads to more transactions. If you're solely transactional and everything's about the transaction, you lose the focus on the relationship, and you'll inherently have less transactions.
It's a cold way to be.
It's a cold way to be, and it's not inherent and authentic to the DNA of what Eagle County is about, and what this community is about, which is the strength of Eagle County is our collaboration, is our commitment to each other, is working together. And so we try to facilitate that at the Chamber. And we try to provide the programs and the resources for people to make those deeper connections and build those relationships.
Well, I can't thank you enough for everything you guys do over at the Vail Valley Partnership, everybody. This is Chris Romer, and the key word today is what I've gotten out of this entire conversation is local humanity, and we seem to have that in full force, and let's continue on with that. And if you want to learn more, please look up Chris Romer from the Vail Valley Partnership. We can't thank you enough for everything that you do, and also look for him in the Vail Daily for his write-ups. Chris, you're amazing, and we thank you guys for everything that you guys do over at the Vail Valley Partnership. I don't think our community would thrive as well without you guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, we'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Next up, we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
The songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
TVA Vail is proud to announce the Wacky Winter Reading Program. We're asking children of all ages, K and even the teenagers going up to 12th grade, read 10 books or 1,000 pages by April 30th, 2025. You can find all the details on our website, tva8vail.com. Thank you to our sponsor, the lovely Eagle Valley Library District, where you can go pick up your book and have a great time. Have a great winter from your friends at TVA Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Good morning, Vail.
There are always so many great properties to look at in our community, and the Stockton Group does such a good job of showing them to us. We met up with Patrick to see some beautiful new listings that you're not going to want to miss out on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Kestrel Avon today, also known as Vail Valley's newest luxury townhomes. And joining us today is Patrick Barrick from the Stockton Compass Real Estate Group. Patrick, it's a pleasure to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us in these beautiful properties in the heart of Avon. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much, Julio. Good to see you again. Doing great. Happy to be over here today. This project, the Kestrel Avon, is going to comprise 24 private residences, 3 to 4 bedrooms, each with a den. So the 3 bedrooms plus a den really can be 4, and then 4 plus den can be 5. 2 and 3 car garages. We have an awesome location over here in Avon, right on the Eagle River, in a nice quiet section of town, really close by. So yeah, happy to be here.
Avon really is, in my opinion, the heart of the Vail Valley. We're just about near everything you can think of, outdoors, indoors, shopping, restaurants, and stuff like that. And the Kestrel is really, very well located. You kind of mentioned, and we'll get into some of those details. And I want to ask you, what sets the Kestrel apart from maybe other luxury townhomes in the area in terms of quality, livability, location, anything you want to get into in terms of some of those key aspects?
Yeah, perfect. I think those are the 3 things for me, is that location, quality, and livability of these units. To the location piece, as you mentioned, Avon is definitely the heart of the valley. We really can't get any more centrally located than where we are here at the Kestrel. We're 10 minutes to Beaver Creek Village, 10 minutes to Vail Village. We have a bus stop right outside the gate of the property. You're kind of right in the heart of it all. So 1 mile exactly to Nottingham Lake, really vibrant scene in the summertime. In the time that I've been here, almost 20 years, that area has changed a ton, and for the better, with an outdoor amphitheater. The lake is really, clean and beautiful now and gets used a lot. There's a beach, people out on the stand-up boards. That's only 1 mile from right here. Super easy to drive there. E-bike, bike, walk, however you want to get there, but really close. The central location, I think, is really amazing for this property. And with the river right outside the door of where we are here, and our location right in Avon, we've got Eagle Vale Golf Course right across the street, and just tons of stuff to do, biking, everything right outside the door.
Lots to do year-round, as you mentioned, winter, summer, fall, or spring, here in the central location of Avon. Now, talk to me a little bit about the quality of these townhomes, because just by walking in, I mean, we're greeted by such unique features, very big windows as well, and you can just tell some of these features are really high-end, so talk to me about that.
Yeah, thanks. I think the quality of the Kestrel units, residences here in Avon really set it apart from other stuff out here right now. They are brand new in construction. We've got 7 out of the 24 vertical. We're working on 3 more, and we'll be here developing for probably another 2 years to finish out all 24 of them. In terms of the quality, we've got beautiful white oak flooring, custom oak cabinetry in the kitchen and the bathrooms. Buyers of the residences can select the specific color that they want. We've got a whole wide range of color palettes, so people can really make these their own. They come with Thermador appliance package for the kitchen, so super high-end stuff there. The laundry room is kind of easy to forget about space, but in these residences, we've got double washer and double dryer standard installed. That really, people always comment on that. They're like, wow, these actual machines come with the unit, like they do. So the family that is the developer of this project are based in the Front Range, but have had their own second home up here for 20 plus years. And I think that's really cool because they really know, they know what they look for in a home in the mountains, and that really strikes home with our clientele for these places, because to the livability piece, the majority of homes in this neighborhood, which includes my neighborhood, I'm in Eagle Vail, just a couple minutes away. When these homes were built kind of late 70s to late 90s in general, for whatever reason, garages just weren't a priority for people. So like the average Eagle Vail and Avon home, like 3 or 4 bedrooms with a tiny little 1-car garage that generally becomes the bike and ski storage room. That's how my house is. So like the way that these are set up with not only at least a 2-car garage for the 3-bed plus den units, but for the 4-bedroom plus den, a legitimate 3-car garage in a townhome is totally unique in the Valley, and something that when I'm showing these to potential buyers, they're like, they're like, wow, that's amazing. Like, so plenty of parking on site. You get 2 spaces outside. You can park outside your garage. We've got guest spaces throughout the place, but 2 or 3-car garages, because people they have some stuff, like you're here to enjoy the mountains. We've got bikes, we've got skis for sure. More often now, people have maybe a river raft or some snowmobiles. Like all of that can be safely, securely tucked right inside your private garage. That's pretty cool. Also, every residence here has a private elevator. So we're 3-level townhomes. The living level is on the top, which I love. We get these big windows. We're looking back to the east towards Game Creek Bowl from this one. Several of them face to the west, to the south. Having an elevator makes these really accessible, to the point that I think we will end up with at least, a handful of full-time residents over here, because people that don't want to deal with the stairs of a private home, these residences offer you the size of a private home. We're really nice size here too. We're like 2,600 to around 4,000 square feet. These are very much homes, 2 and 3-car garage, 3 and 4 bedrooms plus the den. They're just, the livability of them, I think, is great. People have liked that so far.
Livability and also flexibility. Like you said, there's definitely potential for a lot of full-time buyers, but also second homes, and to really make this, like you said, your home with some of the flexibility and choosing some of those finishing touches. I think there's potential for many different types of people to turn this into a home. Patrick, if anybody is interested and wants to come check out the Kestrel in person, really get a feel for it, how can they do so?
Thank you. We are on site Tuesday through Saturday. So every day except Sunday, Monday, Tuesday through Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m. The residences that we are in right now, this is our model. So we've got finished, furnished, ready to go stuff that we can show any day. And we're also on demand. The Kestrel Avon is our website. All of our phone numbers are there. Give us a call or just stop by.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Come check out the Kestrel Avon in the heart of Vail Valley. You can visit thekestralavon.com for more information, or come visit Patrick and the rest of his team here in person and really get a feel for these amazing luxury townhomes yourself. Patrick, thank you so much for greeting us here again. It's been a pleasure, and it's really cool to check out these awesome townhomes. Thank you.
All right. Pleasure. Thank you.
We're going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll be back with more of the show after this, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Morgan. I'm with Ron Byrne and Associates. And today I'd like to welcome you to Mine House and Mi Casa, a premier bed and breakfast right here at the base of Beaver Creek Mountain. Let's go inside.
This property is currently being run as a bed and breakfast with 20 bedrooms, all with ensuite bathrooms. Right now we are standing in Mi Casa, and next door we also have Mine House. A wonderful opportunity to own a turnkey hospitality business, but it's also an opportunity to own it as a private residence. It can be sold all as one or in individual pieces, however you choose.
So now that we've had a chance to show you these two amazing properties, Mi Casa and Mine House,
we would love the opportunity to show you in person. Give us a call. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I?
Yes,
I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals. Now check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good morning, Vail.
It's really important to keep employees once you have them. Well, I had the opportunity to chat with recruiter guy Bill Humbert. Now, he's an expert in this space on how you can make sure that your employees stick with you. So let's hear what he has to say. Did you know talent attraction includes retention? Well, we're joined by the expert, Bill Humbert, the recruiter guy. Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you, Maddie. It's fun for me to chat with you about talent attraction. I enjoy it.
Well, and retention is something that's really important, whether you work in a sales position or whether you have a major company and you just want to keep those employees with you. That way you don't have to rehire. So let's talk about retention.
Retention is, when you look at the sales process, the last step is retaining clients. Well, since the recruiting process mirrors the sales process, step by step, line by line, retention should be part of the recruiting process.
And how do we involve recruiting in retention?
Well, think about it. Who is the first person to talk to a candidate? A recruiter. And what happens is over the interview span of time, we build a relationship, the good recruiters do, build a relationship with the candidates. And, we sort of almost become confidants, almost friends. And so we're building that relationship right from the very beginning until they start.
And it's really important that talent attraction recruiters make that retention happen.
It does. I have contacts with managers that I recruited all the way back to 1993, 32 years. And there are lots of people in between that stay in touch with me. And as a recruiter, it's really fun for me to have someone say, Bill, you changed my life by moving me to, in this case, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So we build those relationships so we're natural people within the company to continue that relationship.
And do those relationships really last that long? Because that's quite a bit of time.
It is, but you're not staying in touch with them every day. It's maybe even on Facebook or LinkedIn. And so the relationship lasts as long as you feed that relationship.
Now, how can people get in touch with you so they can use this unique information to help them?
So I am very easy to get in touch with. Just click on this QR code. And, you're used to those now because they're in every single restaurant almost, it seems. So click on the QR code, and that takes you to my calendar. And find a time that works for you, that I'm free, and we'll get together and we can chat.
And then, of course, you've got a great book out there on the market that people can get their hands on. That way they can continue to learn and grow with your knowledge.
Thank you. Yes, it's Expect Success, the Science of the Over 50 Career Search. And, hey, it got a 5-star review. My English professors up in heaven, they're going, Humbert? Humbert got a 5-star review on a book? Amazing. Good job, Humbert.
Well, Bill, we want to thank you for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and always sharing your wealth of knowledge because you've had it for quite some time.
Well, thank you. We got to get it out while I still have it.
Right. Well, and it's always great to chat with you because there's so many lessons that we can learn, especially as companies are looking for those qualified and those employees that they want to keep long term.
That's correct. Yes, I'm looking for tax CPAs right now.
Which, if people are interested in that position, they just go to your website, which is www.recruiterguy.com, correct?
That's right, www.recruiterguy.com.
Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you, Maddie.
Make sure that you check out recruiterguy.com. That way you can see all of the great jobs that he's trying to fill, but you can also have the opportunity to chat with the genius himself because he will help you find the perfect candidate or be the perfect candidate, whether you're looking for a new job or whether you're looking to have that perfect person come work for you. He's got you covered at recruiterguy.com. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
The season starts when Nate Dogg, Trailer Tom, and friends have started the season in front of you.
There it is, the white ribbon of living.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And on that very first chair, two very familiar faces who've been in line for 2 days.
My name is Nate Dogg, Nate Dogggg.
My name is Trailer Tom.
Nate Nadler and Tom Miller live nearby.
I feared nothing but not getting first chair.
Second chair nightmare.
Yeah, second chair nightmare.
My goal is to continue to fight for this first chair as long as I'm physically able. First chair coming at us one more year.
Join us on board the Leadville Railroad Winter Express. Stay cozy in our heated lounge cars. Marvel at the stunning winter landscape. Sip delicious hot chocolate. Don't forget to check out our new specials. Book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
TV8 chef Kim is stepping back into the kitchen to help inspire us to make something on this chilly day, a flatbread pizza. Now, if you're looking for something hearty, healthy, and delicious, well, then we've got you covered.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us. We're here in the kitchen.
Yes, love it.
Well, you know, I am a big fan of having like restaurant quality, easy to make at home meals. And what can you do that with is a good flatbread.
Love it.
Yeah. So, Ross, do you like a flatbread?
Yeah, easy ingredients and
Easy.
pizza.
Yeah, it's exactly right. You know, I think flatbread is like pizza with a fancy twist.
I like that.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. And these are really great ingredients. You can put whatever you want to on it, but we're going to do spinach and sausage. So we've got just regular pork breakfast sausage. You can throw that in there. It really doesn't matter. You can use any kind of sausage that you want to. So we're going to just put a little bit into our skillet that's been heating. So you just need a dab of olive oil. And then we've got the oven preheating and ready to go. So I actually like to toast my flatbread a little bit as well before we get going on making this pizza. But the best part is once you can kind of like cook everything down, it's not going to take that long to heat it up and to get ready to enjoy it. So I don't know. Ross, do you make pizza at home?
No.
No. Well, he's about to because we are working on this new flatbread recipe. But this is great. You can just get these flatbreads usually in like the fresh deli section of your grocery store. And we got two here, so we'll start with one. I like to brush them with olive oil or some sort of oil just to crisp it up a little bit before we actually start layering our toppings. So, Ross, if you wouldn't mind passing me the olive oil.
Check.
Awesome. We're going to make this into a sausage and spinach white sauce flatbread. So, again, flatbread to me is just like the easiest way of saying a fancy pizza.
Yeah.
And it's not that big, so you don't feel bad if you eat the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's not as like heavy, right? So
exactly.
You can feel good about it.
You know what I actually like to do? I pour a little bit of olive oil on it, and then I've got this basting brush. So I'll just kind of brush my pizza here with the olive oil. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'll move this olive oil out of the way. But we're just brushing it. Our oven is preheated. And while we continue to chop and cook everything else, we'll let this crisp up in the oven. So you just want to make sure you spread it out evenly, just like that. And then the best part is if you wanted to make this like a garlicky white sauce pizza, you can put real garlic on it, or in the essence of time and making sure your fingers don't smell bad, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of garlic salt all over this pizza. And again, this is the best part. You don't need to have exact measurements. You can just do whatever you got in your pantry, or if you wanted to run to the store. And I know for us here, City Market is 5 minutes away, probably from everybody's place of residence. So you can just grab whatever ingredients you need to at the store. So I put some olive oil on the pizza, and then I put a little bit of the garlic salt. So while we're cooking the sausage, I'm going to put this into the oven just so it crisps up a bit.
Kim, what are your thoughts on pineapple?
I am a fan of pineapple on pizza. I think it's I like the idea of like a little bit of the juicy sweetness with the salty of whatever meat that it's usually paired with.
Yeah.
I could go ham, I could go bacon.
I think pineapple and jalapeno is like a classic combo.
That sounds so good right now. Unfortunately, that's not what we're doing
That's okay.
today.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, that would be a really great combo here as well. So we've got some spinach. We're going to go ahead and put some spinach on this pizza as well while you continue to brown up that sausage. So we're going to pull it up here. And, you know, if you don't have a proper knife on hand, that's okay. You don't need to because spinach does wilt when you're cooking it.
Right.
But we're just going to cut it up a little bit. I like to kind of take the end pieces off here, just like that, because sometimes that gets a little stringy when you're eating it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and you can just grab a few. You can chop them off, whatever you need to do to make it easy. And then I'm going to just do a rough chop of this spinach. That sausage is looking killer.
How big do we want these pieces?
You know, just bite size, whatever
Okay.
you want. So I'd say just kind of smash it up, looking great, nailing it.
I mean, this is the best size sausage
Yeah.
that I've ever saw.
And can we talk about my sole purpose in 2024 is to make you an expert chef by the end of the year? I think it's working. I don't know. You're looking pretty good.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I think
don't
he's
know.
doing great, ladies and gentlemen. I
Yeah,
really do.
yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel? Do you feel better
One of
about
these
it?
days, I'm gonna lead it. All
Yeah,
right,
that's
we'll
exactly
figure it
right.
out. But one of these days,
You know, I keep telling Kevin that too. Kevin says he's been to culinary school and he has yet to show me what to do in the kitchen. So I'm just doing a quick rough chop of this spinach. I don't have a real chopping knife, but that's okay because we're not. It doesn't really matter like what this looks like. You're just kind of whipping this together in the kitchen. So imagine it's like a quick lunch or a weeknight dinner,
Love it.
whatever. Or maybe you're having friends over, you just want something that's quick and easy. This is a great way to do it. Now, if you wanted to be fancy, you can make your white sauce from scratch. We are not, which is great.
make your dough from
You
scratch.
can make
I
your
bet.
dough from scratch. Another way that I like to make flatbreads sometimes is to just take like a low carb tortilla. So the best part is like any sort of carb base and then just throw the toppings on it. We've got some spinach, so this looks good to me. I think, how's that looking for you, Ross?
Almost there, not
We're
quite
almost
done.
there.
But
It doesn't need to be super, super perfectly cooked. I mean, it does, but we're going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes as well, just to kind of meld everything together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab our flatbread out of here. You can see the edges are starting to brown up a bit. And Ross, I'm going to warn you, it's going to be hot. So I'm moving to this side while you continue to do that. Yeah, looking great. So the best part about this too is we can actually broil it when we're done, just so that everything melts.
nice.
So white sauce.
Okay.
You can make it from scratch or just buy the jar, which is what we're doing. We're talking about an easy way to make it. So we've got here, I can never pronounce it. It's a cacao pepe, which is basically like Parmesan and pepper and cheese. It's delicious. So I like to hit the bottom of the jar if it's a brand new one. Pop it open. There we go. It's looking great. Honestly, it does. I love sausage.
It smells like breakfast right now.
It really does. So I'm going to grab a spoon out of our drawer. And then while you're continuing to get that browning up, I'm going to spread the white sauce all over our pizza here. Then we've got some mozzarella cheese. We've got some spinach. I was telling Ross, I almost thought about bringing some caramelized onions and making those, which would have been a really fun thing to do, but it takes a while. So
Takes a while, and last
not
night.
fast enough for one single kitchen segment.
Last night we didn't need to do all those dishes either.
It's true. Dishes are always the fun part of cooking. So I'm just spreading on this white sauce here. And you can put as much or as little as you want to.
There's gonna be a lot of sausage for that.
That's okay. You can just kind of sprinkle it on. We've got the white sauce going. It looks great. Then we've got some mozzarella. So we'll be putting that sausage on here in a second. Got some mozzarella cheese. I'm going to do a little base layer sprinkle of mozzarella, and then we're going to sprinkle on some of that sausage.
Oh, it's looking good now.
It looks great. You know, you don't have to put a ton of cheese on the bottom because of the white sauce, but I like to kind of put a base layer because you can never have too much cheese, right?
No such thing as too much cheese.
Too much cheese. Does not exist in my world,
Nope.
I'll tell you that.
Nope.
All right, great. So we've got our spinach. So Ross, if you want to grab some of that spinach that's been roughly chopped. Yep, right there, looks great.
Cool.
And we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on here. Yeah, you can just kind of layer it, spread it around. Looks great to me. Then we're gonna throw on the sausage, because this will melt a bit. So we'll just kind of break that up a little bit.
We good to go with the sausage?
I think so. We'll just go ahead and do that. And just put a little bit on and sprinkle it as best you want to. If you want to be brave and use your fingers like I am.
Kim.
I know it's toasty, it's hot, it smells delicious. You can smell all the spices. That looks great to me. I'm telling you, Ross is going to be an expert in the kitchen soon. There we go. And then I think that looks good to me.
I think that looks great.
Yeah, and we'll add a little bit more. I've got some parsley and the garlic salt, the spices right there. You can add whatever other spices you want to. We can do like an Italian if you have that. But I just grabbed what's in my pantry, you know. We'll just do a little...
Some red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes are always a great topper. You can either do it before or after. I'm a red pepper flakes after it cooks kind of gal.
Yeah.
What about you?
Right? Whatever.
Whatever.
A little bit here, a little bit there.
A little bit more cheese on this pizza because who doesn't like cheese, as we've already established? Looks good to me. Boom. What do you think?
That looks pretty good.
It's going to be a good one. You know, sometimes breakfast here is pizza for breakfast.
I love the thin crust, right? It's
Oh,
just
so
so
good.
much more manageable.
So we're going to pop this in the oven. It's going to just kind of all meld together, and then your flatbread pizza will be ready to go. So I'm going to pop this in, and can't wait to try it.
Breakfast of champions.
We're looking at the pizza. It is a fancy flatbread.
It looks awesome.
You know, it smells really great. You can smell the garlic from the sauce. You can smell a little bit of the pepper as well. And then the sausage. Who doesn't love the smell of sage and the taste of it? So I'm going to cut it. What do you think?
Cut it out.
Are we trying it out?
Yeah, let's
We're
do
just
it.
going to go ahead and cut a little bit. Are you an end piece guy or are you in the middle?
The corners are the best.
The corners are the best. So we're going to just give it a quick little cut in the middle. Boom.
Boom.
And then here we go, Ross.
Love it.
You get to be the guinea pig and tell me what you think. He's
Oh,
like, oh gosh, the
man.
pressure is on. All right, well, I'll have a piece with you too.
Okay, let's do it. Which one are you going for here?
I'm going for here. I like the end, the crust. Well, cheers.
We cheers it?
We're cheersing. Let's take a taste of this pizza. Oh my goodness.
It is so good.
My mom taught me not to talk with my mouth full, but I can't
It's
help
okay.
it. You can just taste all of the delicious Alfredo sauce and the sausage and the spinach. Cannot wait to finish this, but we had a great show. We'll see you next time.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Woo. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Good morning, Vail.
one of the hottest destinations right now is the Caribbean, which is accessible and convenient from home ports across the United States. Now, if you're looking for something brand new, Norwegian Aqua is just around the corner, debuting in April. And this ship is loaded with things to do. First of all, it's got the world's first hybrid water slide and roller coaster called the Aqua Slide Coaster. It's also got a brand new production show called Revolution, a celebration of Prince. It has 17 restaurants and 18 bars, so you will always have something to do on board. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit shorter, NCL also is offering some shorter cruises to the Bahamas. Well, cruising gives you more time together as a family because there's more to do. It is perfect for the multi-generational family, you know, the parents, the grandparents, and the kids all traveling together. And this works because there are things that you can do on your own and activities you can do together. Activities include things like spas, water slides, go-kart tracks, and of course, world-class dining. There are also more options when it comes to accommodations on a cruise ship, and we know how important that is to families. You've got everything from a solo cabin all the way up to a 3-bedroom suite. And of course, there are connecting rooms as well. Also, cruising is such a great value. It includes more in its pricing, and it is less of a hassle when compared with similar land vacations. Also, you see more of the world on a cruise. You get on board your ship, you unpack once, and your cruise ship takes you all over the world. Now is a great time to look for a good travel deal. Norwegian Cruise Line, for example, is currently offering 50% off all of its cruises. And the reason I like this offer is it's combinable with its More at Sea package. And that package includes things like unlimited premium beverage offerings, high-speed internet, kids sail free, specialty dining, and more. In total, the value of the amenities is over $2,000. For more information on the deals, the ships, and the itineraries I talked about, visit ncl.com. And to read reviews from real cruisers, visit cruisecritic.com.
We want to thank you so much for tuning into your Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here each and every morning to bring you all of this community information, inspire your business to maybe partner up with the Vail Valley Partnership, step into the kitchen to make some delicious food, maybe check out a new listing that we have around the community, and always so much more. So make sure that you tune in every single morning because we'll be here because there's more for you on Channel 92.